So the preparation and the discovery calls that the team walked us through, it was clear from the beginning that it was a very structured process that had been used before. They weren't letting us lead. They had a process that they wanted to take us through that would get them to a destination where they would have the materials and the outreach that they needed to interest the market. And I think that was something you don't really, it's hard to tell early days with a banker if they have that or don't have that. But I think that's a thing that SEG should be proud of, because I think that structure and process where, you know, it's like anything else. Anything you do a lot, like whatever, you've closed the 20 deals this year, right? If you do a lot of them, you learn a lot. And it was clear that SEG had thoughtfully brought in all the experience they had and made it into a process that was repeatable, that could be used across. And when I spoke to references, and I did do references on SEG, they were enormously helpful and very complimentary, and they talked about this process and how it really resulted in getting to a set of materials and a story that the market would respond to. And I found that to be really helpful.
What were your biggest concerns heading into the process, and how did SEG address them?
Yeah, my biggest concern was, how do we make sure we continue to run the company? Because I'm very bullish on mobile health over the long term. I know that the persistent problem of, you know, affordability and accessibility of healthcare are going to be here, and I want to make sure that we can continue to execute and grow and help our clients the way we need to. And I was very worried about having to step away from the business and having the business sort of go sideways for a while I was away. And what I'd say is SEG did a great job. And I think a lot of it comes back to that structure we talked about. There's a process, you know, you're not doing this for the first time. You know, it's like, we need to develop these materials with this kind of story to get out to the market. And then they would go and do their thing and come back and say, does this meet the mark? And so I was really able to continue to run the business while that was happening. And I found that to be extraordinarily helpful.